Welcome to another VeVe Digital Collectibles comic breakdown. I'm Corey with VeVe, and today I'm super excited to talk to you about the upcoming comic, Uncanny X-Men #1, the comic that marked the epic beginning of the monumental X-Men title. An appropriate comic with New York Comic-Con, this one has a sprawling list of major first appearance characters. We're gonna dive deep into this one, but first, let's go over the drop details. Uncanny X-Men #1 is scheduled for release on Saturday, October 14th at 8 a.m. Pacific Time, meaning 10K editions across the 5 rarities. This momentous comic will have a retail price of 20 gems. Published on September 1st of 1963, the iconic X-Men burst onto the comic book scene. And what a time to be alive. In my lifetime, there's always been an X-Men team, but for those readers back in 1963, they were witnessing history unfold at the price of 12 cents a comic. And what they witnessed was the unveiling of the complete first appearance roster of the X-Men team. Led by Professor Xavier, this original lineup included Cyclops, Marvel Girl, aka Jean Grey, Angel, Iceman, and Beast. Notably, their very first adversary and arch nemesis, the unforgettable Magneto, also enjoyed his first appearance in this comic. The concept of this comic itself is so ingrained into the mythos of modern storytelling that it's almost an afterthought to explain it. But this X-Men team was brought together by Professor X to train and use their powers for the betterment of humanity and mutant kind. On the other hand, Magneto believes humans to be inferior, and mutant kind is the next natural step in the evolution of the species. All said, today's comic, Uncanny X-Men #1, set the stage for one of the most popular and endearing titles in Marvel Comics history. And here on VeVe, it joins giants like Fantastic Four #1, Marvel Comics #1, Amazing Fantasy 15, and many, many more. Adding to the immense history of this comic, we have our VeVe-Exclusive Rare and Ultra Rare covers. These are coming from Ario Anindito and colorist Rochelle Rosenberg. Unique, modern-age cover variants for Silver Age key comics are a rare thing, and there's only one place in the world where you can get these, and it's right here on VeVe. Alright, let's look at all of the editions releasing and the numbers to be minted. First, the common classic covers, meaning 6,000 editions. The legendary Jack Kirby didn't pull any artistic punches with this cover, so there's a lot to take in. Dominating the lower left, Magneto debuts on the cover. This highlights something special about this comic, and that most of these first appearance characters are also appearing on the cover itself. Next, the uncommon vintage variant is minting 2,250 editions. If there ever was a core character for the X-Men, it's Cyclops, and he gets a color selection on this cover. While every single hero on this cover has rotated on and off the X-Men team, Cyclops has been a pillar and leader for the team since his inception in this comic more than half a century ago. Our first VeVe exclusive is the rare hero variant, and it's minting 1,000 editions. Ario Anindito has kept many elements of the original cover, like the title, placard, and first issue flavor text, but he's given the X-Men team an artistic revamp on this one. The use of the massive X in the background narrows in on his focus, which was highlighting the first appearance of this first appearance X-Men team. Next, the ultra rare Vibranium variant is minting 500 editions. Rochelle Rosenberg adds her talent as a colorist to this variant. We get to appreciate the classic blue and yellow costumes, and the X in the background really pops and ties this cover together. Rosenberg has worked on some of the most valuable and rare comics on VeVe, including the first ever exclusive variant to ever release. Finally, the Secret Rare True Believer variant is minting 250 editions. Much like many Silver Age Secret Rare comics, this is an interior selection. For this one, we're seeing an image of Cyclops being pulled from page 6 of the comic itself. With the legendary Jack Kirby as the original artist, we can attribute this artwork directly to him. And that's a wrap for this breakdown video. It's always exciting to see another major key comic from the Marvel archives make its way onto VeVe. Best of luck if you decide to go for this one. Until the next breakdown video, keep learning, sharing, and collecting what you love. This is Corey with VeVe, signing off.